And welcome as SNSN presents continuing coverage of ECC tournament basketball. The girls, we just had one hell of a barn burner just a few minutes ago. Windham and Plainfield, and Plainfield just under the radar, 38-37. Marty, what a game.
Great game. Hard to live up to that one in this next game. The crowd's not going to be nearly as big and boisterous as that one was, and I think the crowd played a big part in that first game, and the players going to have to kind of generate their own energy and intensity in this one, I believe.
I think so. So we're going to have to see what happens, but I think this is still going to be a really good game. Lyman against Stonington. You had mentioned before we went live that Stonington, who's the number one seed in this tournament, they beat Lyman once this year.
Lyman beat Stonington.
Yeah. Lyman beat Stonington. That's right. I'm sorry. By a pretty slim margin.
It was 44-40 in January, and you got a team like Lyman, who's been the best team in this division all year long, 15-6 record, number 6 in the state. But they barely survived a 1-8 matchup against Wheeler the other night. Took overtime to beat Wheeler. And you got Stonington, who's a really young team, and they're on the rise. They're kind of the team a coach really wants, peaking at the right time, peaking in the postseason. And so it'll be an interesting matchup.
That's really what matters, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, you want your team to be at its best
you want to get
at
to the
tournament
dance.
time, and you want to get to the dance. And once you get to the dance, playing your best ball and getting to where you want to be. Will the pressure of tournament basketball be a little too much for the young Bears?
Yeah.
We'll see how they hold up.
But they're the ones that are the favorites to win the whole thing. They were tough last year. They only got tougher.
And a lot of times a team like Lyman, who's the number one seed, and they have a scare early, that's what you need to really kind of get you going. And you survive that, and you pretty much go on and do your own thing and get through. So maybe that's just what they needed, but barely beating the 8 seed Wheeler, and it took overtime. A low-scoring affair, 36-34. Again, maybe that's exactly what they needed to kind of get going.
So every game that is featured in the ECC, if you notice now, they're all doing disclaimers.
Yep.
You know, at the beginning of the game, because over the last couple of years, there's been a lot of unruly fans. You know,
it's a sad state of affairs.
Yeah.
It's one thing to get excited. It's another thing to be abusive and misbehave, whether you're yelling at the officials, whether you're yelling at. That's ridiculous. I mean, they're just kids, and they're just doing this because they love the game. And I doubt any of these people are going to be making money playing basketball in their lives. So it's just
let them go.
It's just a great part of their high school life, and you got to leave them alone.
A lot of times what I have seen is that, and I hate to say this, but it's true. It's the parents that kind of get in the way of the kids.
Yeah, they lose all perspective, thinking their kids are this is a way to pay for college, or this is a way to be noticed in town, or whatever you're thinking these kids are going to provide for you. Just let them play. Let them be them.
You should see Little League. Some of those parents are like, wow.
Imagine.
All right, we are just about ready for tip-off here, game number 2, with Stonington in the number 1 seeded Lyman Memorial Bulldogs. So
Stonington was able to use their height advantage against St. Bernard to win that game, but not much of a height advantage against Lyman.
Pettigrew with the ball. She's the one you got to watch for the Bears. She's been around for a while. She will control the ball, and she can penetrate very quickly. Gets it over to Patel. They're just kind of feeling things out a little bit right now.
Yeah, looks like Lyman's in a zone too. Both teams played zone last game. Looks like zone so far this game too.
But Pettigrew is pretty much going to run the show for Stonington. And the ball is tipped right there by Jenny Lopez. And Pettigrew is going to get it right back. And she does. And she slows it up. Hands it off to Aubry. Back to Pettigrew. Over to Patel. No score. Just in the first minute of the ball game. Aubry puts it up. No good. Look at that big old tattoo
Right there on the
Jenny
shoulder,
Lopez,
yeah.
huh?
You have any tats, Mike?
I have a bunch. I do, actually. Nobody pictures me having tattoos, but I don't know why, but I do. The Bears came to play. Quick steal there. Pettigrew to Patel. Back to Pettigrew. And swatted away right back to the Lyman Bulldogs. As Latour had it. Now, whoop, the Bears get it right back.
Yeah, Lyman's been sloppy in the open court on
She
these
got,
fast breaks.
Yeah. So Rory Risley gets hacked underneath the hoop. It's going to be the first foul, and that is going to be on Phoebe Carpenter. We have no score. And we still have no score. As Risley misses the first, and she hits the second. We get a 1-0 lead.
We'll see what kind of defense Stonington's in. A little 1-2-2.
She's got tats on both shoulders. Risley comes down with the rebound. Pettigrew pushing it up. Over to Aubry. It hits the side of the backboard, and here come the Bulldogs. You know, I see a lot of kids with tattoos these days, right?
Oh, wide open.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Somebody lost an assignment there.
There's a lot of kids with tattoos. Oh, and they didn't call anything. Let's let them play
I
ball.
thought that was a charge. Definite
yeah.
charge. Neither charge nor block.
Jenny Lopez looking for somewhere to go, but Pettigrew is being really tough. For three, that is Dunnick, Kelsey Dunnick. And Pettigrew's got the ball. He's going to push it up to Aubry, and she's going to draw a foul.
That was a good push by Stonington that time.
So, so I know a lot of kids are, have tattoos right now. Now, my daughter just turned 16, so she said to me, she goes, Dad, she goes, I want to get a tattoo. And I said, all right, I'll take it. You won't take anybody under the age of 18 anymore.
Even with a parent there?
Yeah.
Really? Huh.
Everybody I've talked to.
Good looking lefty stroke there at the foul line. Pankowski coming in now for Lyman.
Who was that foul on? Was it on Dunnick?
I wish I knew.
Huh. And Aubry gets them both. 3-2. It's 3 free throws made so far by the Stonington Bears. But it doesn't matter. Take the points where you get them.
That's right.
Mike Benarski along with Marty Hausberger. Low gang on the camera. This is a Pettigrew. Just like strip the ball. We're going to cause that chaos right there. That was all Pettigrew that caused that. And then she goes, what's up? What would I do?
Just lost her way. Didn't know exactly where she was on the court. Dribbled it out of bounds on the line.
They got it up front. Bethany Schoenecker one of the starters. First time we get to call her name. It's pretty much Pettigrew and Patel passing the ball back and forth. Turnaround jumper, a little bit too strong there by Aubry.
Just didn't get her body square to the basket. Was really patient in there, but didn't really get turned and square to the basket.
That is true. 4:39 to go in the first. 3-2 is the score. How about you? Do you have any tattoos?
I do not.
Loser.
That's hard.
Stonington controlling the ball. Alleged. Lyman. God, I can't get my teams right. Anyway, it's going back to Putnam.
Putnam, you don't even know who's playing.
I have no idea.
Little full court pressure now from Lyman.
Take a
like
sip
a
of my
2-1-2. Trying to find a place in the corner to trap.
Yeah.
Definite foul there.
That's going to be on the tour, I believe.
I'm just not feeling the defensive intensity we felt in that first game, at least thus far. They're trapping, but not as intensely.
You know, I'm a big crowd guy, and if you're going to go ahead and you're going to, oh, by the way, those are not tattoos. That's
Oh, that's tape,
that's
isn't it?
tape.
That's right. It did look like a tattoo.
It did. What do I
Wow.
know? See, I'm so messed up from that first game. That first game was a
doozy.
slobber knocker. I don't know who she was passing it to there. As Dankowski just kind of threw it away. Here's Patel.
Oh, good defense there. Straight up. No foul there.
Phoebe Carpenter just held her ground there. Not sure what that was either, but
Wow.
here we go. Back to Stonington. 3-2 is the score. Stonington in the lead. Turnaround jumper. And counted for
Nice.
Rory Risley.
Turned and squared. Stonington definitely emphasizing trying to get the ball inside, trying to utilize their size.
5-2 in favor of Stonington over the. Oh, you got to count it for
Nice
Bulldogs
take by
there.
Carpenter. Yeah.
Thanks, because I didn't see it because people are still starting to file in here.
Just a nice move up top. Spun left, went up left.
So Carpenter has both baskets so far, and she's looking to convert the three-point play right here.
Doesn't shoot a lot of free throws on the year, but
And she gets her own rebound.
Yep.
Just tipped right back to her. And hello.
Nice drive. Similar to the basket she just scored. Great job going left.
So it's Stonington. Let's see, it's Lyman. I should say Carpenter 6, Bulldogs, or Stonington 5. I'll get in the game yet.
It's all that tattoo talk. It's got you disoriented.
But there are a lot of kids that have tattoos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have 7.
You have 7?
I do.
I'm not going to ask where.
No, they're all on my arms. I got one on my back.
Children,
Yeah.
special
Yeah.
symbols,
Well, let's see.
mom and dad,
Satanic wishes. No. No.
devil worship.
Look at that.
Look at that. That's some kind of fierce looking.
It's a Wolverine right
Is
there.
that a Wolverine for the
So-
Griswold Wolverines? Nice.
There's my kids' names right
Oh, with the hearts.
Yep.
and the China?
there. Chelsea.
Oh,
Chelsea, Nicholas, and Rihanna.
oh, Rihanna. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, she just performed the halftime show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, different Rihanna, but what the heck?
Oh, okay.
I'd rather have
I
my
was a little
own.
slow on that one.
I would rather have my own Rihanna, which I do. She just turned
Stonington
16.
now going 1-3-1.
Oh boy, Lopez,
Good looking shot.
high arcing 3. Nice ball movement by Stonington, and then finally put in by Aubry.
Once you
Not-
break that first wave of the press, you got numbers usually, so you can attack the basket. And they did a good job there.
Travel. Ball goes back to Stonington. Lyman up 9-7. A lot of pressure there from the Bulldogs.
Had an opportunity to get her in the corner, but didn't really clamp down.
Patel for 3. Almost. Leah DePerry with the rebound. Excuse me, Taylor Dankowski. I'm sorry. Okay.
Lopez taking advantage of the 1-3-1. You've got a point person up top. She's just going to the elbow area and basically nailing jumpers.
She's like, I see you. I see you.
And then she gets in with the defense. She's one of the team leaders and definitely providing a spark for the Bulldogs.
12-7.
Oh, that's way too easy. Horrible inbound defense. Carpenter.
Carpenter has 8. Stonington has been doubled up right now, 14-7. Back and forth. The only difference, Lyman's converting.
Yeah, they figured out the 1-3-1 a little bit better than Stonington has.
Ball was swatted away there.
Good double team down low that time by Lyman. Pettigrew, nice job going left. Little floater off the bank. Oh, that's a good hard take.
It's going to be hard to stop Carpenter. She's just really owning it underneath. And that was almost a swat away there by Dunnick. 16-9. Nice jumper there by Aubry. That's going to do it for the first. 16-11. Stonington has some work to do. What do they got to do, Marty? What's the difference? What was the difference in the first that you saw?
Well, there it was. Lyman finally found a seam in that 1-3-1 zone that Stonington was putting out there, and got a couple of shots from Lopez. One on the left side, one on the right side that went in for 6 points. That was the difference there.
Stonington won the play-in game to get here today. They defeated St. Bernard's 59-39. That was on Thursday.
They got all a good balanced scoring there,
I think we should get all over the refs.
Yeah, they stink. As one is standing right in front of us.
What can we do to get his goat? Probably nothing. They probably heard it all.
Knocked the ball out of his arms.
You just tipped the ball right out of his arm, yeah. And then laugh at him. Best thing ever.
Can they give us a technical? I don't think they can.
Can you give us a technical? Tee us up.
You can't tee us up. He'd probably throw us out.
He could throw us out. I mean. So let's take a look here. Let's see. Stonington did beat Plainfield. No, I'm sorry. They lost to Plainfield 34-25 earlier in the year. And they lost to them both, actually. Both times.
Plainfield 2-3 look now from Lyman. Nice double team. Great position down low. Rory Risley.
Risley's got 5.
Stonington's now abandoning the zone and going man-to-man. First man-to-man we've seen all game, or either game.
Oh, nice little pick there. Lopez trying to get down to the Pettigrew.
Just dribbled right into the defense.
Oh, look at that. It's a mishmash, and they're all laughing at each other.
Foul on Pettigrew, I believe. Pankowski, okay.
Leah DePerry in the game for the Bears. Stolen by Lyman, and there's Lopez.
Oh.
bunny hopped a little too hard. And that's going to get thrown away right back to the Bulldogs.
Great job by Lopez. She missed an easy bunny layup, didn't hang her head, and impacted the play there on defense, and Stonington threw it out of bounds.
You bet.
Great job by her.
You guys can go ahead. Oh. Bulldogs inbound to Dunnick and back to Stonington.
Lopez just lost it. Kind of bailed out there. Stonington really didn't have anything on there, and she kept going and went at it, and they bailed them out with a foul.
Aubrey's she's drawn a couple of fouls so far. So that's Latour's second foul. Aubrey misses the first. She was 2 for 2 in the first from the free throw stripe. And she missed them both. And she gets her own rebound. She's going to go to the hoop, and she's going to draw another foul. I think she's going to get one called on herself.
Yeah, I think it was on her.
It was. So she missed 2 and got a foul.
Stonington staying in that man-to-man now.
16-13. Lopez.
Oh,
nice pass.
Beautiful cut to the basket. Beautiful bounce pass. That's the way to do it.
Latour just came on the baseline and nobody saw her. Lyman up by 5, 18-13. Look at Pettigrew underneath.
I think that's where Stonington's going to make hay underneath.
You got to hit those.
You got to hit those, yeah. Still didn't get squared up. Just kind of throwing it off their back shoulder instead of squaring up. Lopez just dribbled it off her foot.
There's Patel driving through, lost control, falls down, hits the ref. Risley can't sink the shot. I think they're going to slow it down a little bit, and I think that's what Pettigrew's trying to do. Turnaround jumper there by Risley.
Those two big girls do some nice, they got great footwork.
So the winner of this game gets Windham.
Lyman's going to take a timeout. Looked like Stonington was switching off out of the man-to-man into the 1-3-1 again, trying to keep Lyman off balance.
So if we're going to look into the future a little bit, Windham has played Stonington. Windham won 57-38.
Convincingly.
And that was the only time that they went ahead and played them. And you're right, Lyman Memorial beat Stonington 44-40.
Yeah, that was back in January, so. A lot can happen in a month, especially with a young team like Stonington.
But how about this? Windham, 66-41 win over, loss against Lyman Memorial.
Stonington?
No, Lyman beat Windham.
Lyman beat Windham. Yeah, Lyman's pretty much beat everybody.
I'm sorry. Wait, I'm really goofing off now.
Stonington going back to the
Windham beat Lyman. Excuse me.
Windham beat Lyman, okay. Nice block out.
So it seems like when Windham wins, they win big. Just not today. They won by 1.
That's tournament time for you.
Hey, Plainfield showed
the
up
nail
today.
biter. They sure did.
18-15 is your score. Lopez for 3. Got it partially blocked. It's going to go out of bounds.
That's way too quick. It's not the kind of shot you want. She had defenders in her face. No rhythm. Not the shot you want.
There's no one from Lopez, another high arcing three, but Dankowski to Latour. No good. And they're going to fight for it again. Lopez, man, you talk about scrappy.
Yeah, she is one tough cookie.
That's 8 points.
She was
for
going
Jenny
against
Lopez.
she was going against a girl that was much bigger than her. Came down, ripped it up, put it in. Another bailout. Lyman had them where they wanted them. A little bit delayed on getting to the double team. Looked like Stonington was about to turn it over, but then the Bulldogs foul them.
Aubry 3 for 5 from the line. Sinks that one.
Is it just me or has Aubry switched uniforms? I had her as a number 25.
Aubry? No, 12.
Not on my roster. 25 on both of them. Unless there's 2 Aubrys. There's not 2 Aubrys. Coach wanted him to settle down a little bit. You got a little rushed. Oh, number 3 is really.
Yeah, Pettigrew was trying to help her there. She knew that she was hurt. And she was trying to help her out a little bit.
Dankowski, yeah.
And she's limping a little bit.
That's good sportsmanship. We saw some good sportsmanship earlier in that game, even though it was really intense. The first game on the docket today. So some quality girls out here.
And I think Dankowski thought she was trying to just like manhandle her, but no, she was actually trying to help her because she knew that she had hurt her ankle. Trainer's looking her over right now.
Back to man again.
Nice drive to the hoop there.
Wild shot
by Dunnick.
Oh, big block. Risley.
Nice block there by Carpenter.
Great defense. Straight up.
Lopez. And they're going to.
It's got to be on 10. Yep.
Who do they call that on? 10, Leah DePerry.
Yep.
Out of bounds, but it's going to stay with the Bulldogs.
Much better defense on the offensive out of bounds that time. Gave up an easy one earlier, Stonington did, but clamped down on that possession. Now they got it on the side.
Again. Very physical game, but they're going to call.
Ooh, I didn't see that at all. That was a walk.
Perry with a walk, yeah.
She just ripped the dribble handoff right out of her hands. I didn't see a walk there at all. That was great defense. The Perry was. You don't see a lot of that. Just ripping a dribble handoff out of their hands.
She's playing Lopez very, very tough. Turnaround jumper for Carpenter. Aubry gets the ball, and they're going to fight it out here at half court. And back to Stonington. They've pretty much kept Pettigrew at bay. There's a little flip of the fingertips there.
Stonington's doing a great job of entry passes into the post. They're just not cashing them in down low. They're getting some good shots.
Nice little
Carpenter again. Just a sophomore.
Nice little floating jumper.
She's a big girl, but she's very agile, very athletic.
22-16. Lyman up on Stonington. Lyman, the number 1 seed. Stonington, the number 5 seed, as they defeated St. Bernard's the other night to get into this game here. The winner plays Windham at Mohegan Sun for the finals.
I'm a little surprised Stonington's going inside as much as they are. They use that size advantage against St. Bernard, but they don't have that much of a size advantage here, but they're still pounding it inside.
He's called a foul on Haynes. There's Lopez.
Sweet move, just didn't finish.
Risley came down with that ball nice and hard, man. Just ripped that ball away. Threw the elbows up. Mine. Pettigrew almost. But here comes Dankowski. Looks like she's okay. Back into the game. A lot of the the Lyman girls wearing tape. That ball was just plain stat taken by DePerry.
Just like she did over here in the backcourt.
Yeah.
Another dribble handoff just ripped away. Amazing defense.
And Stonington is staying in it. As soon as Lyman seems like they're going to go ahead and start running, Stonington keeps them honest. For three by Dunnick. And here comes Stonington. 22-18. Lyman in the lead. Stonington can get a little closer. And they're going to call a charge.
Carpenter drew it. She is playing really good defense down there in the paint. That's a dangerous pass. Well, that was a quick trigger right there. Don't think Coach wanted that one from Pankowski.
Ooh.
Another great entry pass. Just they can't score down there.
They are getting underneath. They're getting the ball to their center.
Yep, getting it where they want it. They're just not cashing it in.
Pettigrew picks up her first foul. 41 seconds to go in the first half. The tour hits the first one. Carpenter hasn't gotten many looks for Lyman in the second. She had 10 in the first. She only has one bucket here in the second. She misses the second one. And Dankowski.
She's back after that ankle injury and just out-hustled the Stonington player.
They're going to call foul there on, looks like DePerry.
Perry, yeah.
Now, they're in the bonus, so.
Ankle looks okay from Pankowski. She just got to that loose ball, no problem.
She likes that high arcing shot.
Coach Lopez not wanting any fouls, especially late in the first half here.
Lyman Memorial up by 5, 23-18.
Just what he didn't want. She gave away the baseline, which is a cardinal sin on defense. You never want to give away the baseline on defense, and Pankowski did. Now Stonington's going to go to the line for, it's just a one-on-one, it looks like, because they're not in the double bonus.
That was the third foul on Dankowski?
Must be. Oh. To Perry, that was ugly.
I don't know, yeah. Coming to the end of the first half. As Carpenter threw up a three. However, it's still a ball game. We've played the first half. Marty, 23-18, Lyman.
Yeah, I think Stonington's getting what they want. They're getting the ball down low. It's just their bigs have not been able to put all that many in the hoop from really good positions.
Yeah.
They're getting good shots. I think they just keep pounding it in there, and it's not a case of where I think Lyman's size is bothering them. They're just not hitting shots that are open.
Yeah, I mean, they are getting the ball down below. It's, I think that if they would have hit even half of those, we'd be at a tie ball game right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No doubt about it. They had some good looks, just didn't cash in. Stonington's doing a good job kind of switching defenses, trying to confuse Lyman, trying to keep him off balance, going man-to-man, zone, 1-3-1. Lopez hit a couple of big shots that kind of got him going, and Carpenter's having a really good first half.
Yeah, Carpenter has 12 points.
And playing really good D. I think she is part of the reason why Stonington's not scoring very much down low. Just playing straight up.
Risley has 7 points for Stonington, as does Aubry. So, but Carpenter leads them all with 12. What do you expect in the second half?
I don't know. I think Stonington will keep pounding it because they're getting the shots. They just got to make it. Maybe a little bit more pressure from Lyman on defense. To try to get some turnovers. They're not really getting anything on the fast break and transition. So I suspect Lyman will try to intensify the defense out front a little bit more and make those entry passes down low tougher to make.
All right, 23-18 is the score. Stonington, 5 points behind. Lyman Memorial will be back with the second half of action in game number 2 of our ECC Division II semifinals. The winner of this game will go to Mohegan Sun to take on the Lady Windham Whippets. Be back in about 7 minutes right here on SNSN. All right, here we go. Second
Never
half.
seen that, Mike. Lyman just got out of the locker room with no time to spare, so there's no second half warm-ups. They just came out of the locker room and let's play. Never seen that in my life. Stonington's got to do something about Carpenter. She's got, what, 12 already, and she only averages 11 on the season, so they got to clamp down on her. Stonington's got to get something from their backcourt this second half.
I'm thinking that my guess, like in the locker room, was the Stonington coach said, we got to start making them buckets underneath.
Oh, definitely. No doubt. They're getting good shots, just not putting them in. But that's where all their scoring's coming from. Stonington's getting nothing from their guards as far as scoring goes.
You think I have enough beverages over here?
It looks like your own cafe over there. Water, coffee, pizza, soft drinks.
Lopez on the ground. Here comes Stonington.
You're a one-man concession stand.
Pettigrew.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Some guard play.
That's a Facebook reel right there. Alley-oop.
It's like Stonington going
ham. That was short.
Looked like Stonington went man. They played box and one against St. Bernard. Don't be surprised if they do that, maybe to clamp down on Carpenter.
Stonington is staying with them. And there you go.
Yep.
There's Risley.
Good rebound and made the shot she should have made with the left hand, too.
She had a little trouble during the first half making that shot. Nice pick. Lopez spins it up and in.
Yeah, she's going to get more aggressive this half.
3-point lead.
Aggressive the first half. Sorry, Mike.
No, it's okay. Bang!
Foot on the line, but that was a good shot.
Latour!
They say that's the worst shot in basketball, foot on the line.
That was Leah DePerry for three. 25-24. I think they only gave her a 2, actually.
Yeah, her foot was definitely on the line.
2.
Yeah, it was definitely on the line.
Stonington looking to take the lead. They're down by 1, 25-24. Pettigrew trying to get some action out on the floor there. All right, they got it underneath. And
missed it again.
But she got drew the foul.
Had another good shot and still missed. They got to cash those in.
I think this would be a completely different ball game if Risley was able to do that.
Yeah. I mean, she's gotten hers, but
it's a Dunnick's second foul. Okay, we had a tie ball game now.
Good looking stroke at the free throw line.
Juliana Haynes back into the game for the Bulldogs.
Her and Aubry are down low for Stonington. They're only sophomores, so you can tell they're going to be really good. Just not making some they should make today.
DePerry with the rebound, gets it over the timeline.
Stonington getting good interior defense from Risley that time. Well disciplined not to bring those arms over and get a foul. They're going straight up.
Lopez having a hard time finding somebody. Finally, she found Juliana Haynes. That ball is tipped by Risley and steals it. Here we go. It's tie score. Stonington wants to take the lead.
2-3 zone from the Bulldogs.
And a foul.
She didn't miss that one. Great position down there. When you're playing zone, you're not supposed to be able to get the ball inside. It's designed to make you shoot outside jumpers, but Stonington's getting the ball in easily.
Is that the first lead for Stonington?
Now you're banking on the memory of a 50-some-year-old who's losing all his capacities.
27-25. That ball gets chucked away, and guess who? The Bears.
Good pressure defense out front. That's going to make Lyman call a timeout.
Well, Stonington has come out a little more aggressive and a little bit different of a team than they were in the first half.
Yeah, they're still getting the ball down low, but now instead of missing shots, they're either hitting their shots or they're getting fouled and getting to the foul line, or sometimes rebounding their own miss and putting it back in. So Lyman's got to do a better job of pressuring the ball out front or playing post defense, one or the other, because a lot of times they're in the zone and Stonington's still getting the ball inside, which shouldn't be happening.
And Risley she needs to be more of a force down in the paint. She was in the first half, but she just wasn't making those shots. And now
she is.
She is. And that's equated into a 2-point Bears lead.
If Stonington can get anything from their guards as far as scoring, they're doing a good job of entry passing and feeding the post, but still not getting a lot of scoring.
All right, so the Bears are going to inbound the ball, and they want to go ahead and, I'm sure.
Oh, here comes the Lyman pressure.
Oh, all alone underneath. There was nobody there to even challenge DePerry.
Bulldogs double teamed and then lost their man.
Lopez for three, off the back rim. They get the rebound by, let's see, Carpenter. And that ball's going to go back to Stonington.
And after that first half stardom for Carpenter, she's basically been shut down. 3-quarter court press now from the Bulldogs.
And it worked.
Yep. Cut off that middle pass.
That was Dankowski, the one with the bad ankle. 3-point shot there by Carpenter, no good. And here comes DePerry all by herself.
Not a great shot on the other end, leads to a good shot on the Stonington end. We saw that in the first game, and it happened here.
6-point lead.
Bulldogs' jump shot was rushed.
DePerry tips it away, but Lopez keeps it. Dankowski for three. That comes up just short. She gets her own rebound, follows it. Stuffed by Risley. They didn't call the foul. I think they tried.
What happens is Pankowski's shooting jump shots on the other end while Lopez is already driven by or cut through. And then when Pankowski misses the shot, Lopez is supposed to be back as the point guard, but she's stuck down in the underneath. And Stonington's got 2 easy breakaways the last 2 possessions because they have nobody back on defense. Because Pankowski's shooting jumpers that are too early in the sequence.
Here comes the Bulldogs, and of course, Lopez. And count it, and a foul on Pettigrew.
Lopez did a great job there initiating the contact. Tough shot, made it. That was a great job of her getting into the body of the defender who wasn't in legal guarding position.
Not even a chance to call a charge.
So far, this young Stonington team doing a good job handling the Bulldog pressure.
They're all over DePerry.
Did a good job.
They don't want to give her
out.
that lane. They gave her that lane a couple of times.
Yep, she did a good job keeping her dribble. She didn't kill her dribble, which would make for the double team easy. and she dribbled right out of the double team pressure. That was a great job by DePerry.
That's Dunnick, Kelsey Dunnick's third foul. And kind of wondering if they're going to sit her down.
Probably not.
Aubrey misses. Aubrey's 3 for 7 from
getting
the
a
line.
substitution, but it's for Pankowski. I think her ankle's still probably giving her a little bit of trouble. She's over there looking at it now.
Aubrey hits a second. 4 for 8 from the line. 32-28. Stonington in the lead. And they're going to get the ball right back.
Good penetration from Lopez, but instead of going to the basket, she tried to dump it off when it wasn't there. It was not open at all. Should have just gone up with a shot. 2-2-1 full court pressure. Pretty easily broken by Stonington. They fall back into a 2-3 now. That vicious pick up top. Vicious.
That was Risley again. Couldn't get Lopez. Lopez is that little shot that just like, it's like an alley-oop. Cuts the lead by down to 2, 32-30. And
great defense by Pettigrew.
both teams, and still continues. And finally, DePerry ends up with the ball. And she's going to, try to run that lane again. But
Lyman had an easy 2 down the other end if Pettigrew hadn't gotten her hands on that ball.
DePerry, all ball. Thought she got fouled.
I did too.
Cassidy Latour brings it on in, and they're going to go ahead and have a little scrum.
I'm not sure where Latour was going with that one. There was nothing there. She kept forcing it.
I got to tell you, this is good pizza, man. You're missing good pizza.
I opted for the hot dog in between games instead of the pizza.
Carpenter was like triple covered there.
Still 2-3 from the Bulldogs.
Man, she is tough. When she's got that lane, she sees it. She runs it.
DePerry's known more for her defense, but she's come up with some big buckets here in the third quarter.
She's got 8 points
Yeah.
in the third alone. 34-30, lead back up to 4 for this.
Wow, that was a pick.
That was ran into a brick wall, did Pettigrew. That is a long 3.
There we go.
My ankle don't hurt.
Another close one, Mike.
I can't take it.
The defibrillator, where are they?
Oh, where's the IED machine? I'm going to need it. 34-33. Bears and Bulldogs and Risley.
Beautiful entry pass on the bounce. Aubrey made a great pass.
36-33. 5 seconds to go in the third. Are they going to launch one? No. They're going to get a double dribble call, and it's going to go back to Stonington.
With 3 seconds to go, they got a chance. Lyman definitely doesn't want to foul here. They're putting some pressure, but
if they sink a bucket here,
that's not going to be good. No. I think it was late anyway. Even if she had made that one, she didn't get it off in time.
Yeah. But 36-33, that was pretty much all Bulldogs.
That was impressive. Handled the pressure, young team, not turning it over, not getting Lyman the ability to get out on a fast break, and started making some of those post shots down low.
DePerry looking for that lane. 8 points in the third. Actually,
and a couple really good defensive plays from her too. She's definitely the MVP thus far.
Stonington up by 3. DePerry had 8 points. She had 8 of the 16 points that was scored for Stonington in the third. Risley had 7, and Obrey had 1 from the foul line. So they outscored them 16-12. That gives us our 36-33 lead for Stonington. I mean, the only people to score for Lyman was Lopez and Dankowski.
Yeah,
And
Pankowski finally hit a long jump shot. I thought she took a couple that were too early and then got Lyman in bad defensive position because Lopez wasn't out top to be the defender getting back. And Stonington had a couple of runouts. One resulted in foul shots. One resulted in a bucket. We'll see if Lyman has more intensity to their pressure. Do they have another notch to bring it up, or is Stonington handling what they've brought?
All right, 8 minutes to go. 3 points separate these two teams from going to Mohegan Sun to take on the Lady Windham Whippets. Who wants it more? That's what it's going to come down to. When you're playing a game this close. Nice block there by Risley.
Stonington, man-to-man. They're really disciplined, especially the post players, going straight up and not going over to draw the foul. Great post defense. And Carpenter got in traffic there and
nowhere to go and got the ball batted away.
Exactly. Cadmus did a nice job there.
Again.
They're getting their hands all over these balls.
Yeah. Well, she had no look, so Dankowski's going to get the ball. They're playing very physical right now, Marty.
They really are. They're getting hands on everything. And they're not fouling. That's the key. 1-2-1-1 now looks like pressure. Stonington handling it. Now they got some numbers because Lopez overcommitted.
Here's Risley.
There we go.
Foul! And Risley's starting to feel it.
Lopez overcommitted on the pressure, and Pettigrew did a good job of just penetrating the defense and made a nice dump off. And there we go, post player.
Yep.
Risley converting when she wasn't converting as efficiently as she could have been in the first half.
Risley sinks it.
I suspect the Bears will stay with their man-to-man. That's been the best defense for them.
17 points for Risley. 3-point shot there by Latour. And
Risley got the rebound.
This is all Risley right now.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on SNSN. Mike Minarski and Marty Hausberger. Bringing you all the action here from Plainfield High School. The winner goes to Mohegan Sun to take on Windham. We still have 2 more games after this, the Division I semifinals.
Good defense by Carpenter there.
We got a lot of basketball coming your way yet today. Nice drive there by Latour, but just missed it.
Just didn't finish.
So crack yourself open a nice spring water with a spritz of lemon and enjoy the games. Look at that. Almost. Oh, she needed to make that. But that was Rory Risley again.
Carpenter tried to get the foul on Risley with a little flop action, but the refs weren't buying that one.
6-point lead, 39-33. Stonington. They met one time earlier this year. Bulldogs won.
Lyman not getting a lot of movement in this offense. Just kind of all standing still, watching the dribbler.
Lopez threw up an air ball.
Then Lyman doesn't get back on defense.
And Carpenter. Nope. What am I talking about? I'm going the wrong way. That was Aubrey.
Lyman just very stagnant on offense. It's man-to-man. They're just kind of watching the dribbler. I don't see any picks. I don't see any movement. Spacing's decent, but
And there's a
like
timeout on the
Stonington,
floor. Yeah, Stonington called a timeout. All right, so Stonington has opened it up. They're up by 8. And I think at this point, this is when I think Lyman starts to get a little concerned.
Oh, yeah, definitely concerned because Stonington's getting anything they want, whether it be entry pass to the post in a bucket or jump shot.
And they can't seem to, I mean, Risley has really gotten hot in the second half. She has 10 in the second half. We're not done with the second half, obviously. She had 7 in the first, so she has 17 total. But she's pretty much owning the paint and owning things underneath, and she's doing the same on defense as well.
Very much so. And I don't anticipate Lyman staying in the zone defense because that.
What do you think coach is telling them right now? If you were the coach, what would you be telling?
What would I be telling Lyman? Deny the entry pass into the post. It's way too easy. You got to front Risley, I guess, and make them throw over top. If they can make a lob pass over top, then just, you just kind of clap and say, good job. But I would front Risley now, and I would go man-to-man, not go zone, because time is kind of your opponent now, and usually when you're in zone defense, that kills clock.
Yeah, very true.
And you got to do it better. You got to move on offense. Lyman's not moving on offense at all.
Inbound, and I'm surprised he didn't call foul there.
Awful pass. Lopez really, she couldn't help but foul there. That was such a bad pass.
So,
1-2-2 pressure now.
It was right back to Pettigrew.
Yeah, a little bit fortunate bounce.
And looks like somebody called a timeout.
Good double team there by Lyman. This is where we're going to see whether this young Bears team, like I said earlier, can they handle the heat when it is in crunch time. That's
why this was a good 30-second timeout right here.
Yeah, it was a great call.
That was a good call there because just to your point, can they handle the heat? Can they finish it?
And if there was a tie up there, the ball would go to Lyman. So I didn't want to give up the possession, obviously. And I'm not sure how many timeouts they have left, but definitely a good call to burn a timeout there.
So a good call by Coach Paula Solar, who I can't even tell you how many years she's been coaching here now.
Long time.
I think it's over 25.
Good coach.
25 years. Okay, Bears ball.
Let's see if Lyman goes man. Nope. Staying with the zone. Pettigrew on the backside was wide open, but probably wise not to take the shot. Good job by her bringing it back out with this lead.
Stonington really does not have to rush.
No, not at all. That's why I'm not sure why Lyman's still in the zone. Oh, good D.
That's okay. Risley's right there, puts it up. Aubrey with the rebound.
Oh, another good D.
And three shots.
4 shots at the basket.
And then
they got it again.
Go.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what? That's
5.
6.
Again, good defense. Oh, my gosh.
But you know what? They burned over a minute.
They really did. That's a good point.
And they threw it away.
6 shots at the basket, and you can't convert. That's got to drive Coach Solar crazy.
That was an opportunity.
Yep. Threw it away.
Paula Solar. I mean,
yeah,
they're going with these Bears for 25 years.
They're going man now, which is what I thought they would do.
Yeah, the zone wasn't going to help them out. They need to go. They need to go man to man. Put on that pressure, especially if they're going to start fouling pretty soon. Well, not yet, but
Yeah, it's a little early for that, but
Bounce pass to Risley all by herself. Still
great move. Just didn't cash in. Tie-up's going to go to Lyman. Risley did have great moves. She's got really good feet. She just didn't cash it in, just didn't finish.
The Bulldogs seem like their timing is just a little bit off right now. Even that inbound pass right there. It's like somebody wasn't paying attention to who.
Oh, big shot.
Latour.
That might get them going. They haven't had one of those in a long time. Back to three-quarter court, 1-2-2 press. Stonington handling it well. So they're doing a 1-2-2 full court press or three-quarter court press and then dropping back into man-to-man.
It's a second on. I guess it's a third. Am I missing fouls?
Probably.
I'm going to throw this pizza bone in. Again, the Bears still can take their time. They're up by 5. Make it 7.
That's just too easy. A post pass. It's just not enough pressure on the ball, not enough defense down low. It's too easy.
19 for Risley. 43-36. Lead is 7.
You either got to front her or at least to get around on the side a little bit and get a hand in there. It's just a clear path to the block.
Latour.
Good execution, but maybe a little bit less defense there by Stonington. That's too easy. That looked like a double dribble. Sure did.
Pretty soon, Lyman's going to have to start thinking of fouling.
Still a little early, but they're definitely going to have to start taking some chances on these.
Well, when it gets under 2 minutes, they're going to start thinking about it because. And there's a foul on Pettigrew.
On a shot. So this is going to be 2.
That was Lopez.
Stonington is in the bonus, so they're going to the line no matter what, but this is for 2. Stonington coach over there doing toe touches when they miss free throws. She's so angst about it.
44-38. It's still a 2-possession ball game.
Yep. Still got time. Got to be smart, though. Can't just start jacking stuff up. Looks like they're showing some good patience.
2 big ball games to follow this one yet. Ledyard and Bacon Academy and New London and Fitch.
But nobody's moving for Lyman. They're standing around watching the dribbler. And then you get a wild take to the basket.
They're throwing up wild
they're
shots.
Throwing up wild shots on rebounds. They're just getting nothing.
Right now, Stonington, they're playing the Cool Cats. And Lyman, I think they're starting to get a little nervous. 1:33 to go with 6 points down. They're going to have to start thinking of fouling.
Yeah, no doubt.
At this point now. Pettigrew for 2.
Oh, huge bucket. That might be the dagger right there.
Uh-huh. It's now a 3-possession ball game with a minute to go, minute 10.
Lyman timeout.
Pettigrew has been in this ball game pretty much on defense.
Yep.
Solid. I mean, she only has 5 points in the game, but she's the floor general.
She's doing a good job on defense, and yeah, she's taking care of the ball against this pressure defense. Lyman's got nothing out of this full court press. That's 3/4 court pressure. Nothing. Usually you want to turn a team over when you're doing that. And Stonington's handling it. It's mostly Pettigrew.
I think they're getting nervous now at this point. They're coming in as the number 1 seed. I mean, there's a lot, of expectation when you come in as the number 1 seed.
That does factor into it.
I mean, really, what do the Bears have to lose? Not a lot.
Nothing. A spot in the finals.
Yeah.
Playing at the big house, Mohegan Sun.
If they play like this and can consistently get it to Risley, because they're going to have that height advantage against Windham, that's a game.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Windham quickness against Stonington height.
Lopez couldn't get the shot off. Risley's just blocking everybody.
Great defense. Oh.
Threw it right back to Lopez, though.
Little careless there. That's the last thing you want to do is foul and stop the clock.
It was on Pettigrew.
Stonington only has 3 fouls against them, so Lyman's a long way from the bonus.
And under a minute to go.
Oh,
they can't hit.
Gotta hit that one.
Anything right now.
Now you got a foul. I don't know what you're doing. Why are you backing up? You got a foul. Why aren't we fouling?
There you go. That's Lopez's 4th. Do you want her to start fouling, or do you bring somebody off the bench?
At this point, you don't have any luxury of deciding who fouls. You just got to foul, and you got to keep her in for her offense and floor general defense. So you can't take her out now. If she fouls out, she fouls out.
Pettigrew misses the first in a 1-and-1 situation.
Need a little bit more urgency here from Lyman. They're just kind of act like they got all day.
They don't. It's under 30 seconds to go, and they're down by 8. That's not a bad foul.
That was exactly what I was going to say. That's not a bad foul at all because they're not in the bonus, and she had an open layup. It's a great foul.
Yep. How does the center only have 2 fouls? And who's got the ball? That's Aubry.
Sound fundamental defense. That's why the center only has 2 fouls. That's what that is.
Well, the Lyman coaches are high-fiving and fist bumping. 15.5 to go. The Bears up by 8.
The youngins got it done, handled the pressure, and executed the game plan because it was obvious. The coach said pound it inside, and that's what they did, and they converted better in the second half than they did the first half. That's why they pulled away.
Aubry at the line. She misses it, but it doesn't matter. They're just going to hold on to the ball. They're still going to foul. Why not?
Too late.
That's a 4th on Julian Hayes. Pettigrew for the icing. There it is. Pettigrew shooting for a trip to Mohegan Sun. It's up. Punch your ticket. And that's it.
Impressive second half from Stonington. They did everything that pretty much the coach wanted them to do. Got the ball inside, handled the pressure, and pulled off the upset. Number 1 goes down.
Yeah. So now they go to Mohegan Sun to take on Windham.
And Windham will bring pressure. There's no doubt about that. And they're quicker than Lyman, so it'll be interesting. You figure Stonington's game plan there is going to be the game plan here is to get it inside to Risley and Aubry, and hopefully they can make shots like they did in the second half, especially Risley. What a game from her. Definite MVP. Rory Risley, only a sophomore.
Oh, yeah, she's got a long way to go in her high school career. Long way to go.
And really good on defense. I mean, she straight up didn't foul much. Stopped them from cashing it in down low when they got it. And they did a good job on Carpenter, who scored a lot of points in the first half. And we hardly called her name in the second half.
I know. Rory Risley leads all scorers with 19 points for the Bears. Pettigrew, let's see, what does she have? 3, 4, 5, 7 as a total. DePerry, who just pounded that baseline a few times.
She had a moment, a couple of times there. She really gave her team a spark on both ends of the floor, defense and offense. That kind of helped them stay in the game when it was kind of either way, or Lyman had a little bit of a lead. I thought DePerry did a good job keeping them in the game.
Well, she was really she's a little stealthy.
Yeah.
It's like nobody expected her. She got the ball, ran the baseline, and would hit it. So only four Bulldogs scored. I'm sorry, Stonington Bears. Let's see. Pettigrew with 7, Obrey with 10, Risley with 19, and DePerry with 6. But I agree. The sophomore, Rory Risley, stole the show.
Cadmus didn't score at all for Stonington. She had 10 the other night against St. Bernard. So if they can get anything from her offensively against Windham, then that's just only going to be a bonus for Stonington. That's for sure.
4 Bears, or I should say 4 Bulldogs scored in this game. That's it. Dankowski with 5. Those all came in the third.
Lopez
had 15.
Carpenter 12,
but Carpenter didn't do anything in the second half.
Yeah, 10 of those were in the first half.
So you kind of wonder if Coach Solar said, we got to look at we got to take care of Carpenter.
Oh, I don't. There's no doubt she mentioned her in the halftime. No doubt.
Absolutely. All right, so 48-38. So now we have Windham going to take on Stonington in the finals at Mohegan Sun. So that is all set. Division number 2 is all set up for Mohegan Sun.
That'll be a good game. That's going to be contrasting styles and the youth of Stonington, and I might have to go to that game.
Let's see if we can get. You want to see if we can get Coach Solar?
Sure.
All right.
The media scrum was over there on Risley a minute ago. Now they're on Coach.
I don't know if she saw me, but she's getting. She's got the Norwich Bulletin over there right now.
She could have answered our emails yesterday.
Yeah, one she did.
Huh?
She did answer one.
Oh, she did? Oh, okay. Not mine.
Yeah. So we're going to try to get Coach Solar. We'd love to get Risley, too.
I can just give her my headphones, my microphone.
Yeah.
So you said Stonington, they've already beaten Windham once, so there's no reason they can't beat them again.
No, I guess not. Why can't they?
I think she's making her way over.
I think so.
Getting hugs and accolades and.
Hello. Yeah.
Thank you, but I have to speak.
Yes. We're trying to. What about Rory Risley? Is she available?
Okay. Where's Rory? Can she come over here?
Sign autographs?
Do I put this on?
Yes, please.
How do I do this?
Just like that.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Coach Soul, congratulations.
Thank you.
I want to know, first off, what did you tell your team at halftime?
I just emphasized how hard I work the kids in the season, and it's time for them to, it's time for it to come through for them. We had some hard practices, and I have really great kids, and they're always there working hard. And we had a rough start at the beginning of the year. I think we were 2-9, and they didn't really fold, and they kept believing in the system. And it's all on the kids, though, because they just kept coming back. So I'm super proud of them today, because again, we've had some games that at the end of the third quarter we would fold, and I personally think it was just a little bit of confidence. And I think a couple of wins that we just had gave them confidence against Waterford, and we had that one win against Windham. And I think it's nice to see them win, and no matter what happens on Tuesday, I'm very proud that they got this far.
Very good. Now, I got to ask, because I didn't know. How many years have you been coaching at Stonington?
Why do you have to ask that?
Because I guess 21.
How about 31?
See, I had one number right.
I coached 10 years, and then I had my family, and then I coached 21 more years. So this makes it 31, not all together.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm just really proud of the girls.
You got a great team. I mean, I'll tell you, whatever you told them at halftime, that seemed to be quite the catalyst. She's shaking her head yes.
Yeah, Rory knows me, but we talked about higher percentage shots, and I think the first half we got off our game plan. We started to do our thing, and they know I don't like that just because we practice a certain way. So we had to go back onto our game plan, and I think it really helped out. But I really would say one of the marvelous things that I saw today was my little freshman point guard, Leah DePerry, who just really did an amazing job holding five. At number 5 is a potential all-stater.
Jenny Lopez.
Yes,
yeah.
And I thought she did an amazing job. Just because she was able to stay with her.
She cut that lane underneath.
My goodness.
She was almost stealthy. I mean, you couldn't see her, and all of a sudden, boom, she was there.
Yeah. So we're excited about that. We're excited to see like such a young kid part of the program. But I want to thank you guys for the, covering the girls. It's really nice. And
we love it. We did it last year, and we came back this year.
Well, we really appreciate it. So, because I know these girls have come a long way. So we really think it's great of you people. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that. That's very kind of you. But we love doing it with the kids. Having them. There you go. All right. So now we have Rory Risley. How are you?
Good. How are you?
So you had a heck of a game.
Yeah.
You had a really. I mean, you factored both not on just offense, but you were solid on defense.
Thank you.
So one question I wanted to ask you, it seemed like in the kind of like what Coach Solar was saying, it's like in the first half, it seemed, you're going to take the higher percentage shots.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like you were having a hard time getting the ball in the bucket. They were getting the ball to you.
Yes.
But kind of like the shot, what happened and what kind of adjustment did you make for the second half where you basically just took over?
In the beginning of the season, my shots weren't falling like the way that I wanted them to. So over the course of the season, I've been working on it. And today I believe I was getting in my head and things like that.
Okay.
So the passes were great by my teammates. It was just the finishing that I needed to work on. And Coach Solar and my team called me down in the locker room. And I believe that due to that like calmness that she was talking about, it made me complete the shots in the second half.
Absolutely. Marty, you have a question for Rory that you want to ask?
Sure.
Here, go ahead.
Rory, was the game plan all along? Switches headsets on me, and I look like a fool. The game plan all along looked like Rory to get the ball down to you and Emily, right?
The game plan was to work with our posts because of the size advantage, and that's what we accomplished. Me and Emily have chemistry, and that's what worked today. So.
And one thing I noticed with you guys down low, your post defense, you guys were straight up every time, not fouling and causing a lot of problems. That was a good job on your part.
Thank you. In the beginning of the season, I was coming down. So it's been an improvement by everyone who's helped me realize keeping straight up and not falling.
Did it a lot, and it was really good. And it's good coaching, and like
Mhm.
Coach said, you guys are conscientious, and you listen, and you work hard, and you're improving because you're a really young team.
We are. We only have one junior and the 2 seniors, and then everybody else is either sophomores or freshmen.
So what do you think about playing Windham? I know you beat them last year or earlier this year.
Yeah.
They're kind of quick.
I'm very excited to play them. Last year we had a trouble beating them, but after we won against them a week or 2 ago, it showed us how aggressive and that we can be, and I am very excited to play Windham.
And you guys seem to be peaking at the right time. Coach mentioned earlier that you got off to a tough start, but you put together a good string of wins here, and you got to be feeling pretty confident now, right?
Yeah, all of us. We're all looking forward to it.
Hey, congratulations. Have
Thank you
fun
so
at
much.
Mohegan Sun. Thanks for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Thank you.
Hear that, Rory? Hey, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you.
See you later.
Young lady's just a sophomore.
She's going to be really good.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She's only going to get better.
Yeah, her footwork is already really good. She's
Yeah.
already improved her defenses. We noticed how straight up she is, and this team's going to be really good.
Yeah. I mean,
They're already getting really good. They're going to be unbelievably good in the next couple of years.
yeah. I mean, they're only losing 2 seniors.
I didn't realize
And
that
the
Perry
rest-
was only a freshman. Didn't even bother
I
to look
didn't.
at the class.
You know what? I didn't either.
Oh
I
my
didn't
gosh.
look at it either, and that's amazing. And she's going to be the point guard going forward because Pettigrew is a senior and she will be leaving Stonington High School.
And we should give Mackenzie some props. I mean, she didn't score a lot,
Yeah.
but she handled the traps, and she got the ball where they needed to be going, and she played really good defense. So she deserves a lot of credit too.
And they're over there kind of talking a little bit. So, I thought maybe we can get ahead. Let's see. Hold on a minute.
What are you looking for?
All right, there we go. We got her attention. So just as you said that, it's like I think absolutely right. We need to go ahead and get the senior in here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We've covered a few of your games over the last couple of years here, also at Stonington High School and stuff like that. And you're pretty much the floor general. What do you feel about your team right now compared to the beginning of the year?
Oh, I think at the beginning we had a really hard time playing as a team just because it was a completely new team. We had so many new starters, but I think as we worked hard in practice, we really were able to work together and figure out each other's strengths and really base our game off of that.
So one person that really kind of caught our eye looks like he's going to be the successor to your position as you go ahead and graduate, the Perry.
Yes.
Tell us, I mean, do you work with her? I mean, does she look at you as like a mentor? Because, I mean, she's going to be basically taking your job that you've held down.
Yeah, in practice, we definitely work together on our strengths and being a point guard. And, she's really improved from the beginning of the season, especially on her defense and her ability to move the ball. So I think she's going to be a really good point guard next year.
This is the bus.
Sorry, I'll give her a ride. I live on the shore. What did Coach tell you about attacking that pressure that the Bulldogs came from?
She just told us to pass through it and try not to dribble into the traps, which really helped us in the end because we really needed to get it above half court, and we did that well.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys handled that. They got nothing off that press,
Yeah.
and that was a lot is attributed to you.
Right.
Your thoughts about playing Windham? You've already played them once, beat them once this year.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough game, but I think that if we work really hard, we can beat them again, and I'm really excited to play at the Sun.
How? Have you ever played there?
No, for the past 4 years, me and the other senior, Dina Patel, we've been aiming to do that, so it's really exciting.
So that was one of your checklist goals for the season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, you're doing it. You're peaking at the right time. It seems like after a tough start.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna? Are you afraid at all that some of the younger girls are going to be a little overwhelmed with Mohegan Sun and might get caught up in the moment, or how do you handle that as a senior leader?
I think looking back to freshman year, it was definitely stressful just to play a game in a varsity game like anywhere. But I think that everyone's gotten really confident. So I think we're going to do well with that. I don't think anyone will be too nervous.
Well, good luck, and hopefully you didn't miss the bus.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, good luck.
Thank you
Good
so
luck.
much.
We'll see you. All right, Mackenzie Pettigrew, the senior point guard for the Stonington Bears, who are heading off to Mohegan Sun next week to take on the Windham Whippets. And you are having a hell of a time with this thing, aren't you? You get it?
Doesn't seem right.
Hold on. Let me help you out here. Here, let me show you something. You can
I got it.
Yeah.
Yay. Nobody said I was smart, Mike.
God, have you ever worked in radio
I
before?
know, you'd think.
So,
When are these games coming up?
Hmm?
Mohegan Sun. When are
Tuesday?
these? It's coming up Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're going to be carried by the day, game day.
Yeah, game day. They
Yep.
do a nice job.
Yep. So they're going to be carrying the Division 1 and 2 finals. So we still have Division 1 coming up a little bit later on. Next game is at 4:00. So we have about an hour and a half really before the next one, and that is going to be Bacon and Ledgerd.
Yep.
Bacon and Ledgerd, and then Fitch and New London.
Should be two good games.
Two really good games in Division 1. So
New London's got to be the favorite, though.
you'd think.
I would think.
Have you seen New London's boys team?
I have not.
Oh. They have these sophomores. They have 3 of them that are, I'm telling you, they're going to be top 5. Top 5 state.
What, in the state?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't doubt it. You know, they have good teams in New London when they go down during the holidays and play in New York.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And I think both those squads did that.
So, Marty, did you have fun today?
You know, Mike, I had a great time. I haven't done basketball or sports of any kind since I moved to Connecticut in the early mid-'90s, and I was wondering if I still had the passion for it and the excitement for it, and just being in a gym and the crowd going crazy, and I loved every minute of it. I appreciate the opportunity.
No, I'm glad to have you. I mean, it was a great opportunity for us at SNSN to have you come in and do a couple of games. So, I mean,
Very nice to say that.
I mean, hey, do you know who this guy is?
Usually put an F word in there somewhere, don't you?
Well, not.
Do you know who I am?
Marty at doyouknowwhoiam.com.
It's gotten me nowhere in life.
Well, got you here.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes, it has gotten me here.
Plainfield High School, the Mecca.
And I enjoyed every minute of it.
I'm glad you came.
And I
Thank you so much.
appreciate you showing me the ropes here of how all this stuff works. And
Hey, feel free to hang for game 3 if you want.
I got some stuff at home I got to get done.
Yeah,
So
well, whatever.
I know you've already. What are you gonna do? Bump the dude to after me? What are you gonna? You can't just bump the guy.
That's me.
You are the boss, I guess. You can do
No, I'm
whatever
the
you
one.
want.
I'm doing the next 2 games too.
You're dumping yourself. Don't
Yeah.
you have a color guy?
Well, I would be the color guy next time.
Oh, you're gonna. Okay.
So I'm going to do color. John Harden's going to do.
Oh, he's gonna do the
play-by-play.
play-by-play.
Yeah, so I'm basically going to switch seats.
Ah, I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll be listening then.
Well, I hope you do. Hopefully, you'll come back.
I don't see why I wouldn't.
Alrighty. All right, brother. Thank you very
Michael.
much. All right, we'll see you in a couple hours. Check your local listings. Next game is I don't even know. I'm so distraught. Ledgerd and Bacon 2-3 coming up, and then New London and Fitch right after that. 4:00 game time. SNSN. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you for joining us.